this is Lynne Berger, and you are watching Park Bench of Truth, a filmed improv exercise featuring improvisers, but not about improv. So today I have Achilles Stamatelaky.
Hi.
You may know him from Airwolf, which performs every Saturday night at UCB East. You may know him as a writer for Broad City, or you may know him from his wonderful Twitter account at Stamatelaky.
That's correct.
I'll write it down later, and you can actually read it because that wasn't very clear. But today, none of that matters, because today,
oh my God,
we're going to talk
none
about
of that matters.
your entire life up to this has meant nothing, because today, what matters is bright.
Bright. Our suggestion is bright.
Our suggestion is bright.
Okay. I try to think of myself as a bright person.
Okay. Like in terms of like energy, or in terms of like smart?
Not for sure, not energy. People always are like, "Are you okay?" It's like, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I try to come from a place of like, I need to be, approach things from like an intelligent
That's good.
kind of angle. Yeah.
I know that you were just talking about like being bright and
Yeah.
being smart. I stopped to look at all of the birds
Yeah,
that
we're just like,
surrounding.
birds.
So many distractions. And I think that's like a really good thing though, because I think I'm probably the opposite.
Like not bright.
I think that I'm bright. I don't think I come off as a bright person.
Maybe you're like the opposite of me, where you're like bright, like personality wise, but then you don't think of yourself as bright. Like,
I think that's true.
But you probably are. It's just like for me, like in terms of energy, I need to like ramp up to it.
Okay. I feel like the first time we started talking, we pretty much were talking about like emojis a lot of the time.
Yes.
We did a lot of the Star Wars emojis.
Oh yeah.
That was how we like
that
became
was
friends in my mind.
Yeah. The Star Wars movie, like obviously they were doing all this promotion.
Yeah.
And like I got pretty obsessed with emojis. So I'm like, let me send it to anybody who wants.
I downloaded it as soon as you sent it to me.
Yeah.
I think I recently deleted it though.
Well, there's no
reason to use
there's
it
no
anymore.
hype anymore.
I want to get rid of my Facebook.
I like it because I post like dumb like joke things that I like. Like where else am I gonna post them but Facebook?
I'm a big fan of you with Beyonce photos.
Yeah.
I will say that I really appreciate that about you.
I think people like sometimes, at least when I first started doing it, it was like, is this a joke? What is this? It's like, I know, I like her music a lot. I think she's like her most recent album, I think is her best album.
So good.
And she keeps progressing, and I appreciate that as a person
Yeah.
who likes music in general, but I like to see it from somebody who's like a giant, like the biggest star.
The biggest
on
star in the
planet.
world. Okay, I don't know what your feelings are about Lady Gaga. Do you have feelings about?
I'm
feel
more
like her
ambivalent to her, but I have positive
You can
feelings
appreciate
to her. Yeah, I remember seeing her when she was like in NYU or something.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
Yeah, I saw it.
And she's just like playing piano.
Like barefoot, like
Yeah.
on stage, and it's insane.
She's just like not Lady Gaga out.
Yeah.
And I always like that because you have NYU Stephanie G, and then she becomes Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
I like that there's this like journey of like what happened between, but I like that. I like seeing like before they were famous.
Did you watch the Amy Winehouse documentary?
No, I haven't seen it.
The entire thing is home movie footage. It's
Right.
all voiceover and then over all of these home movies.
Oh, wow.
And I think it is crazy that they had that much footage to fill the entire documentary. Of like, they must have known she was going to be famous when she was.
Wow.
It's not just like her performing; it's her like fighting with her boyfriend that they like happen to have on tape.
Yeah, I didn't have any like.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
I don't have anything. Maybe pictures, but like for sure not like video.
Full video of like her talking like not to camera. It's really interesting, but I think that's like that other side to it where we know everything about her life.
Right.
But there's so many people that there are those chunks that go away when you're like, oh, what was going on then?
Yeah, I like that. I like lifting up the rock and then seeing like the little bugs under the rock. You know what I'm talking about?
On another video, we had a snail.
A snail?
A snail. Andy Bastios was holding a snail. And I had never been that close to a snail before.
Really?
That doesn't matter. Yeah. I don't like that. I really don't like
Creepy crawlies.
reptiles. I think it's my bigger thing. And they're like close enough that they're like slimy and weird.
Right. You don't like reptiles.
I don't like alligators and crocodiles specifically.
That's very funny to me. I don't like reptiles. No, thank you. Wait, did you have an experience with a reptile that was?
I've never like been in contact with one, no.
When I lived in the Philippines, there was like a general store across.
Run
the
by a
street.
crocodile.
And there used to be like this really mean dog that like lived right there in the Philippines. Well, my my grandfather would do would be like, hey, go get me cigarettes at the general store. Here's some money. And then I would have to like run past, and I would be like
Pass the dog.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
You know? And I would have to pass the dog, and the dog was so mean. And I was like afraid of dogs for a while.
Are you
because of
still?
that. No.
Okay.
Now I'm like, I like dogs a lot.
Yeah.
But that was like a direct experience.
I was gonna
with
say
a
that like
dog.
makes sense because
Yeah.
there was a dog like impacting your life. This was just a dream that always involved an alligator like crawling on top of me, like about to eat me, and I'd wake
What does
up.
that mean? Have you like?
I don't
have you tried
know.
to dissect that? Like,
Other people have.
other people have?
Yeah. I like probably could look into it.
Yeah.
At this point, I just never want to meet one.
Yeah.
I do like know if like an alligator's coming like zigzags, they can't.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Zigzag.
Are you super afraid of anything?
There are a bunch of quizzes on pottermore.com. And one of the things is like, what are you most afraid of? And I think I chose heights. But
Yeah.
even like, I can go to the top of like a skyscraper.
Sure.
I mean, I've been to the top of the Empire State Building. Brag. Like, my biggest fear, like, it's not really a crocodile thing. It's just like, like fearing like being like mediocre. I think
Okay.
is like my fear. Like, I want to be good at something. Like, not even good, but like,
Known for something?
not even known, but like
Not
just
even-
really, really good at something.
I feel like
Yeah.
you are that already, but maybe it's like hard for you to see it because it's you. Like maybe you have a different expectation of what
Yeah,
you
maybe.
need to be.
Yeah, and also I feel like a lot of the kind of measuring that is like external things, like
Yeah.
things that you can't like necessarily control.
Do you think you have something when you're like, I'll know that I've done this when?
Maybe that's another fear too. Is like maybe I'll never know.
I'll never
maybe
know.
Like
Huh.
if I don't get this job, or like if
Yeah.
I don't do this thing, like, or if I do this thing and it still feels the same, like
What's next?
that about? You know.
Well, I think you're doing great.
Well, you too.
So we're gonna edit this conversation. Thanks for talking to me.
Thanks,
Thanks
Amy.
for watching Park Bench of Truth. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.